Wait a second. Before we're going to start today's episode, I want you to keep something in mind.
You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. When it comes out, zero.
Bitcoin is going to zero? Really? I don't think so. Bitcoin is not going to zero, but it is actually coming from zero. And here I found something which is absolutely phenomenal, and that is a video back from 2010 where someone is actually buying Bitcoin.
I want to buy 10 Bitcoins, and I'll enter my Bitcoin receiving address there. I click continue. It presents me with the details of my order. So the exchange rate right now is 30 cents for 10 Bitcoins. That's the purchase price. PayPal is going to charge 39 cents in fees, so those are passed through to you. Then a convenience fee for using the service, the grand total, and the effective exchange rate for this purchase. That all looks good to me. I'll click continue.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you saw that right. A 10 Bitcoin purchase, including the fees, for $3.48. So once again, no, Bitcoin is not going to zero, but it is coming from zero. And with that said, welcome to today's episode. Obviously, today we're mainly going to focus on the price of Bitcoin, but I also have some very positive news for you guys. What we have seen so far in the price is now a drop of actually 30%, and it's actually pretty accurate right now. So far, the price of Bitcoin topped out, and I'm not talking about an all-time high top, I'm talking about a local top or a yearly top. So far, we have a top of $13,868 US dollars and a local low in this correction so far of $9,711, currently trading at approximately $9,800. So we have seen a 30% correction. Now, is it all over? Is Bitcoin now going straight down to zero? Well, once again, what we're going to do right now is basically remember this picture in here, a couple of days of downside, approximately 30%, and now we're actually going back in 2017 where we had similar market conditions, which were definitely more bullish than bearish, and see what happened right there. Example number one, a 40% correction exactly after I quit my job in September 2017, but nevertheless, the price of Bitcoin was pushing for 20,000 US dollars a couple months later. So no big deal here. From mid-June to mid-July 2017, also a 40% correction, even over a little bit of a longer time frame, and nevertheless, the price of Bitcoin by December 2017 was pushing for 20,000 US dollars. And what about this 30% drop by the end of May 2017? Or March 2017, another almost 35% correction. So as you can see, there's absolutely no reason to freak out yet. Also, if we have a look at the big picture, and as you guys know, if in doubt, then zoom out, we can clearly see that we are still in accumulation phase, and well, a pullback in here just seems absolutely healthy and normal. So once again, nothing to freak out about yet. And the good news is that all the overbought oscillators and indicators, well, they're neutralizing once again for more room to the upside. Potentially, obviously. But what we're going to look at right now are support levels to the downside just in case that Bitcoin falls more. What levels am I looking at to open up a potential long position again? And for that analysis, we're looking at the volume profile, which is the indicator VPVR. For all those people who do not have a TradingView Pro membership, this is not accessible without a Pro membership. If you're interested, link down below in the description. But what we're looking at in here are the levels where Bitcoin could actually bounce back to the upside. And yes, it is on purpose that I have not included previous data, and the reason for that is actually quite simple. We have seen Bitcoin on the way up disrespecting all the resistance levels, so why should they hold support on the way down? So it is on purpose that we only have actual data since the bottom. And what we can clearly see on the volume profile is that resistance or support would actually start over here at, let's say, approximately $8,000, a little bit less than that. that. And if that falls, well, then we actually have quite a bit of a problem, because the next real support levels would actually be somewhere in the mid 5,000 US dollars. And between there, well, we do not really have all too much of resistance. So personally, I would see it very likely, and I also would say that would be very nice if Bitcoin at least could bounce off that $8,000 mark. If we fall through $8,000, well, then prepare for more room to the downside. But right now, this looks perfectly fine. And to be honest, and if we zoom in a little bit in here, well, we can also see there are still some resistance levels over here. They're not that high of resistance levels as the other ones, which are lower, but at approximately, let's say 8.5 to 8.7, we still have a little bit of resistance. We still have something at 9,200, not all too much, but a little bit. So you can see there is still plenty of support below the current price levels right now. So no, guys, I do not expect that we're ever going to see let's say $1,000 Bitcoin ever again. But that is just my personal opinion based on the TA, based on the charts. Now, I know I have been ranting about altcoins and altcoin prices a lot lately, and today it's actually a good day for altcoins. I hold 3 altcoins in my portfolio besides Bitcoin, so I'm only holding 4 coins, so I'm happy about altcoin gains myself. I just wanted to point out what's exactly happening right now. But we have to be fair, right now altcoins are actually performing quite well on the 24-hour at least, as you can see. But once again, well, if we go to 7 days, some of them are already in the green again, but not too many. And obviously if we go to higher time frames, well, it does not look all too good. But what I can tell you for sure is that over the last 24 hours, altcoins definitely picked up. So it looks like some people were actually selling Bitcoin for altcoins. But the days before that, well, it was exactly the opposite. All right, 2 more topics for today's episode. First of all, just quickly, Bitcoin halving in 2020 is actually coming closer. I remember talking about this event when it was 2 years out, right? And now it is less than a year, actually just 10 months, right? And if we have a look at the stock to flow model and how many months Bitcoin is actually away from the halving and how it actually fits still perfectly on this curve, well, I'm still quite bullish. I mean, once again, you have to see it like that. It would be weird if Bitcoin would actually fall off this curve, because so far for 10 years it held this curve. Why would it fall off it right now? It doesn't make any sense. And now let's get to the most bullish news of today. TD Ameritrade-backed ErisX gets green light to settle futures in Bitcoin. Wow. ErisX, which is backed by US brokerage TD Ameritrade, announced that the CFTC granted it a derivatives clearing organization license, acting as a secondary approval on top of an existing designated contract market license that the exchange already held. The approvals mean that the company can now launch crypto futures products under the auspices of the US regulator. And then the CEO of ErisX actually said, "This reflects the structure that institutional investors expect from other asset classes and will help drive these markets toward greater relevance and accessibility." Awesome. Alright, almost at the end of the video. Just a quick update for all those people out there who are following my BitMEX trades. Well, I can tell you this, I actually entered 2 longs yesterday. One was actually failing and getting stopped out. The other one was making profits but was getting stopped out as well. So I came out quite even. But just for those people who are saying, well, I mean, YouTubers are just showing their profitable trades. Yeah, that is actually quite true, because, I mean, if I'm getting stopped out, the trade is not here anymore. So I can tell you this, just transparency wise, I opened up 2 longs. One was stopped out with a loss, one was stopped out with gains. So yeah, I'm kind of neutral right now and waiting for another entry position. And by the way, just in case, if you are interested in learning how to trade on BitMEX, make sure you check out the videos popping up by my side right now. Links also down below in the highlighted comment. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hopefully see all of you in the next one. Bye.